Antony Mateus dos Santos. We all know him as the fidget spinner, and maybe some of us fans call him Antony. He has been absolutely dreadful at Manchester United since his high-profile £90 million move from Dutch champions at the time Ajax in the summer of 2022. And he was going into what some thought was a decent situation for him. Yes, he was coming in with extremely high expectations, as you would expect, and he was coming into a club that notoriously doesn't have time to let players develop, Jadon Sancho being a perfect example of this. After being kicked out of the United WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group, you know. What must a player do to get that type of treatment? Was he, I don't know, maybe leaking numbers?
You licked my number!
Just airing all the messages, or sending some god-awful memes?
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no.
But regardless, despite all the pressures that Antony was coming into when signing for United, he was coming into a club that was managed by Erik ten Hag. Antony not only worked with ten Hag before at Ajax, but that's who gave Antony his big break at Ajax, and Antony had his best form under ten Hag. So on paper, it was a match made in heaven. But just 18 months later, a lot like toxic relationships,
y'all be confusing the fuck out of me.
Your only girl, nigga, I'm your only.
It just hasn't worked out, despite getting more than enough opportunities to spin his way into the first team in being a good and productive player for United. But why is this? Well, that's what we are going to be talking about today, so smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and just like what Jim thinks to himself when he sees that warm apple pie, let's get into this. Also, let me quickly preface that I will not be talking about Antony's domestic problem with his girlfriend, or his ex-girlfriend, or whatever it is in that mess. I'm not going to be covering that in the video. Antony's football journey began like a lot of professionals at a young age when Sao Paulo spotted his talent and offered him a contract at just 10 years old. 10 years old, bro. How good do you have to be offered a contract by a professional team at just 10 years old? When I was 10, all I cared about was playing FIFA. How does he get a contract for a professional team? But despite him not doing too well for Sao Paulo's youth team, they retained him, and he, in 2018, along with Helinho and Igor Gomes, was promoted to Sao Paulo's senior team. He then made his debut for the senior team in November 2018, and after that he was demoted back to Sao Paulo's junior team, where he won them the Copa Sao Paulo de Football Junior, and after that Antony returned to the first team in 2019, making significant contributions for Sao Paulo. He extended his contract with the club in July 2019, and he made his debut in the Copa Libertadores in March 2020, but his season and everyone else's season was interrupted by the pandemic, with his last appearance for Sao Paulo coming in the Sansão derby in March 2020. In the 2020-2021 season, Antony signed with Ajax Amsterdam and made an immediate impact, scoring goals and assisting his team to a domestic double of the Eredivisie and the Dutch Cup. During the season, he had to compete with a fellow Brazilian, David Neres, for a spot in the starting lineup, but he eventually secured his place in the starting lineup, making 46 appearances, scoring 11 goals and providing 10 assists in his first season with Ajax. In the following 2021-2022 season, Antony continued to shine for Ajax, notably contributing to Ajax's historic achievements of winning all 6 of Ajax's UEFA Champions League group games. He earned Player of the Month and Talent of the Month, yes, that's an award, in December, and he was a key player as Ajax secured their second consecutive Eredivisie title. However, the season ended on a sour note due to an ankle injury while on international duty with the Brazilian national team. Regardless, Antony finished the season with 12 goals and 10 assists, and despite his success, he expressed desire to leave Ajax in August 2022.
I'm leaving!
Leading to a dispute between the club and him, with him rejecting a contract renewal. And now onto the thing that we're all here for, his chaotic move to Manchester United. Now, to be fair, his first season at United, he was okay. Definitely not living up to the hype of his transfer fee, but he was alright. He played 25 games in the Prem with 4 goals and 2 assists. He never really had a game that he was outstanding in, but one thing he has done very well, just like a lot of gangsters, he can spin the block.
Spin the block, spin it one more time.
Now last season he got 8 goals and 3 assists in 44 games, which again is not good, but I mean it's okay. You could say, oh, you know, this is transition season, he's trying to learn the Premier League, but boy oh boy, this season he has been absolutely dog shit. Now Antony for United this season has played 11 games and he has a grand total of 0 goals and 0 assists in 628 minutes of football.
Disgusting!
Now I know he's not a striker and I know for a lot of games he comes off the bench, but this is a horrible stat line. And the thing is, if you even just do the eye test and just look at him play, every time he touches the ball, it's just like it makes you cringe. Watching him play football makes you think, what were those Man United scouts on when they said, you know what, Antony's going to be a really good signing for us. That fee is nothing for him.
Got Oxy, Zanny, take off your...
They really must have been on that Wonder Spice. Shout out to those who watch Snowfall. Like, I just don't see it getting better anytime soon for Antony. Defenders are pocketing him. I don't even know if he has any highlights this season. I wish I could find the tweet that said when Antony joined United that he would become better than Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka. I wish I could find that tweet, but I can't, so you're just gonna have to take my word that that was a real tweet said by a real Man United fan.
Accusations!
And some United fans are delusional enough to say, you know what, it's the manager, you know what, it's the system. Listen, it's not Ten Hag's fault that Rashford and Antony are absolutely ass. And now onto that shocking news. I know Antony's ass, but I didn't expect this to come so early into his time at United. It's a rumor, I know, it might be real, it might not, but the rumor of United willing to swap Antony for Gabriel Barbosa, the man that absolutely flopped at Inter and yes, has been good in South America, but it's South America. If Antony goes to South America, then he's just a glorified Pereira, and let's be honest, United then absolutely whiffed at this transfer. I don't see how it gets better for them. I don't see how it gets better for Antony. This may be it for him. He's just absolutely horrible. It really makes me cringe watching him play football. And I mean, I don't even know if I feel so bad for him based on his personal circumstances, but wow. Imagine choosing Antony over Jadon Sancho. Antony deserves to be kicked out the WhatsApp group for just being Antony.
Would you rather have Willian on your team?
You'd probably go Willian on what you're seeing right now. But
I don't know where Antony should go from here. He definitely needs a move out of Manchester, but where to? I don't know. Again, if he goes to South America, then he's just a flop and that won't be a good look for him. He needs to go to another European team and a good one at that. Maybe go back to Ajax, who are flopping at the moment. Maybe save them if you can, but I don't know. You're just not going to work at Manchester. But that's the video, guys. Let me know, what do you guys think about the Antony situation? What should he do from here? His time at United looks all but up. It's not looking good for him. Be sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.